Y'all, we are not about to fall out with family, friends, and neighbors, known and unknown, over somebody that we don't even know. Even if we did know them, how do you let someone else or someone else's energy come between the love that you have for self and each other? The truth is, it doesn't matter who's in DC. Nobody is here to save you. Nobody is here to save me. I save myself. You save yourself. We save ourselves. No one person or no one group of people is here to save anybody. No one being is here to save anybody. Everything that you have, that you need, is within you, and you save yourself. Walking around in fear and all of that, where there is love, there is no fear. Stand in your power. And some people, they falling out with each other over all the stuff. Look, it is a diversion and a distraction. Do not believe the hype. Don't be fooled. Okay? If you are excited and happy about the person that you voted for and your person is in there, congratulations. That's beautiful. And if you are disappointed that the person that you wanted is not in there, it's only a call to action, a wake up call. Okay? If you feel like there's some darkness, then be the beacon of light. Shine your light to illuminate what's dark. Bring it to the light and invite it into the light. Okay? We have to remember that this is energy that we're working with. Be not afraid. Also, guard your gates. If you feel like there's some, the news or media or social media conversations, things like that, if you feel very sensitive right now for when you are involved with those things, then disengage. Just disengage. If you have mastered that part of yourself and you're not very sensitive to it, then you continue to look at things from a 5D perspective from the upper room, which is what a lot of us do here in this space. We look at things from the upper room and we understand that we can respect the illusion and know the truth. There is no either or, both. Respect the illusion and know the truth. And I think that, it's interesting to watch the different pockets of people, how they respond to these types of things. And I want everyone, if you feel like you won in this, be a good winner. Don't be a sore winner, all the mean and nasty donkey type stuff you saying to the other folks, like we're all connected, you know what I'm saying? And truth be told, quiet as it's kept, we all want whoever is in any of these positions that can impact anyone to do a great job. So if you are on the other side who is very disappointed about how things panned out, then turn your light up and let's get lit. Everybody stay lit and you support and you shine a light for whoever is in office. Okay, if this is your jam and you really interested in politics, then shine a light and really hold space for the person to do, walk and do things within the highest good, for the highest good of all. Okay, but when you're operating from the upper room again in the 5D, you recognize that this is all a game for us to participate in. And regardless to who got in office, all of us are being called to wake up into our truth. All of us are being called, as the High Council of Angels told us the other week here, that you are the beacon of light in which you seek. There is no savior. Nobody is coming to save us. We save ourselves. And just so you know, with that, this channel is a collaboration with the divine oneness. Okay, so I actually wanted to come before you all and share how I was feeling about the thing, just based on what I was seeing on social media and how people were kind of acting with each other. And I'm like, you all cut it out. Like I've seen and heard family members, people falling out with their family members over this. And it's just, I mean, like, are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that. Just stop that. And I said it. I said what I said, okay? All right, so with that, I did get some information. I wanted, the lighting is dark because I'm going to read verbatim the transmission. And every transmission and video that you see on this channel, on this platform, from me, from us, is an activation for healing. All right, so without further ado, and I quote, "The truth of the matter is, it matters not what is going on in Washington. What does matter is that everyone shows a level of respect to each other and one and all. It is the key to your own salvation, not for someone else to dictate for you. You are the beacon in which you seek, and the sooner you realize this, the sooner you will begin to unfold and build the life that you've been yearning for so feverishly." I thought that was kind of cute, feverishly. "You all have to know when it's time to awaken to your true self and your highest power. Until then, you'll continue to be under this cloak of mass destruction, a making of your own. This is truth. This is absolute. You can learn more about who you are simply by going inward and asking for the truth to be shown to you. It's that simple. Please make this easy for yourselves and stop reacting in fear and in uncertainty. Nothing is ever certain because you do not have the capacity to know what will happen, only what has happened. That is it for now. The High Council of Light." Not to be confused with the High Council of Angels, because I asked. This is the High Council of Light, and the truth of it is that we have an infinite amount of divine support. So there are all types of councils and things like that here, standing by to help us, guide us, and all sorts of things. So I thought this was interesting, and this is also a call to action for me as well. I did ask, what do you mean by highest power? Because I wanted them to explain it in their words. And it says, "We are simply saying that you are more than just human, but you seem to not understand this, which makes your life more difficult than it needs to be. You are a divine being of light who has chosen to be here to shine it in the way you are created to do so. You've been told this before. Now you simply need to get clarity on how you wish to implement." And I asked, how does one go inward for this? Because again, I wanted it in their words. And I quote, "Just sit there and ask yourself the question, who am I in truth? What am I in truth? Then wait for the answers to flow through you. You'll be surprised at what you find out. That is all." After that is all, I thought we were done, and then I started to feel this other wave of energy, and it came through, and I quote, "I am the oneness of all that is. I am the joy of all that is. I am the peace of all that is. I am the bliss of all that is. I am. You are the beacons of light that you seek. It's all within you, and you are the only one who can shine in the way that you do. We are here to tell you that you are so loved and magnetic and strong beings. Put aside your fears and walk in your strength. You know you have it within you. Be light and free and vibrate in the spirit of fun and joy. Do this often and without apology. It's really that simple. We are here supporting you all the way through. Just ask us for the help and we'll be here to provide it. Please have fun with your life. It's important that you do this for the sake of your family and community. This will spread the light, and eventually all lights will connect to illuminate what is true. You can do this so easily. This is your time. The time is now. We have your back. We're out. And that is, I am the oneness of all that is. I am the joy of all that is. I am the peace of all that is. I am the bliss of all that is. I am. Play that back. Play that back. And what I'm getting, and I tell you, I don't mean to say I I got beat over the head with this, but I was awakened a few times after I gave you all the transmission from the High Council of Angels. I was awakened out of my sleep a few times and was told, you are the beacon of light, you are the beacon of light, you are the beacon of light, you are the beacon of light. You have to show people that they are the beacon of light, they are the beacon of light, they are the beacon of light. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, am I not doing enough, And I was like, you know what? I know that this is a call to action for me as well, because I have other YouTube channels, okay? And I show up on them different times depending on how I'm called. And so it's like, okay, now it's time to show up in a different capacity in the other YouTube channel where you're helping people in a different way, different group of people in another way, because you are also helping yourself, okay? And I didn't even think of it like that because it's so simple, and the common thread through these messages is a continuous, you are the light, you are the light. And in other words, and keep it simple. Just be. That is the common thread through all of this, because when the I am presence came through, let me get back to that. When the I am presence came through and said, you are beacons of light that you seek, it's all within you. Then I was like, well, we already shared that information. And it was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm speaking. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up and get my human 3D self out of it, fall back, and just allow the transmission to come through. Because at first I was like, are we repeating this? And it's in a different language. It's a different activation because it's coming from another source of the source of all that is. And so me, like, overthinking things, I didn't even consider my other YouTube channels and showing up in a different capacity that is fun and simple. It's not rocket science, you know what I mean? And it's going to be useful for other people. It's going to be for the highest good. It didn't even dawn on me. And that's what I'm saying. When I channeled the angels, the High Council of Angels before, and they were saying just have fun and keep it simple and just enjoy your life, that's really all that matters. Again, because when we do that, we are raising our own personal frequency. We are calling in heaven to earth. We are being creative, and as we create, when we are in our creative flow, we channel answers to questions, we channel resolutions, we channel more juicy ideas, we channel all types of things. And plus, that is like we're radiating love of self, love of everything. I mean, think about it. When you're at play, your vibration is so high and you feel so lit up. It's a real thing. It's even science. Science is even caught up with this. So as we each focus on our own divineness and our own divine light, and wake up and use whatever we consider traumatic or bad or devastating, use that as a call to action, to awaken. When we all wake up and when we all understand that we're all one and we're connected and it's all love, all of the stuff that bothers us and might have us in fear and uncertainty, all of those things dissipate. They don't exist. You are now vibrating on a higher plane, 5D and up. Okay, 3D is where you're all in your head, overthinking, bickering, back and forth, arguing, saying mean and nasty things, allowing people's energy to, like suck out your energy, taking on other people's dense energy, playing the victim, allowing people to zap your energy. All of those things are 3D. Arguing and fussing at people because they drained your energy, when really it's your job to make sure you have dominion over your own energy. So this is very powerful. And again, this transmission is a transmission for healing. If you need to play this back, play it back. I know I will. I'll be rereading it and I will be playing it back, watching myself share the information. But I thought at the end, the I am said, we have your back, we're out. Like, I was like, that's different and unique. That's kind of cool and fun. But again, ask the questions. I think people also make it difficult because they don't ask for the help. You think that you're alone, and you're never alone, even if all you see is yourself and no one else is around. There's a team, a divine, benevolent team of guiding light with you, and you literally can ask yourself because that we're all connected with those that benevolence. Ask yourself the questions and sit and wait for the answers. And people get caught up in their human. Yes, we're human beings. We need to be 3D to walk around on this earth plane, but you have to remember that you are a spiritual being having a spiritual dream experience for your own evolution. You have to remember that you are spirit. You are not just, the human is a suit that you're wearing so that you can walk. It's like an astronaut when they go to Mars or wherever they go, the moon or whatever, they're wearing a space suit. Well, that's what this is, but it's skin. It is a technology. Your heart and your brain, we have a technology. It's a computer, but it's soft and it moves and it flows and it's easy to entrain. So that's why we get all impacted and affected by all the things. But at the same time, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to be in a human earth suit and also a spirit. Also spirit. Also source personified. All right. So, and I love playing in both and having my feet in both sides because it's really fun. And when you start to look at it that way, you begin to play with that even more and see how far you can go with your spirit self, your higher self. Your higher self, your soul, wanted to be here. And when you embody your soul, your higher self, then you make it easier for yourself. And really, to start is to play, have fun, and seek the joy and the light in all things, and know that you are the light. And I don't care what anybody says. You're perfect. You are perfect. And this is a thing I want to challenge everybody to do. Stop saying I'm not perfect. Stop saying no one is perfect. By whose standards? Says who? All the things and the so-called flaws that you have and the things that you want to fix and all that, you don't need to be fixed. We're just here to evolve. Yes, we want to evolve and maybe expand and improve and add things that serve us and release things that don't. Sure. But these so-called flaws that everybody say they have is part of our perfection. That is what makes us perfect. That's what makes us perfect. So in a nutshell, keep it simple, have fun, play, ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for next steps. Be specific with the words because words are powerful. Words are actual signals that you send out. You have your own light language, and that is your voice. And when you speak, everybody's listening, okay? And everybody's here to support whatever you speak. So make sure it is empowering, whatever it is and whatever you ask. Oh my goodness, I feel like I want to break this down a little bit more, and I might do so in another video. But until the next time, you guys, live simply, be kind, have fun, and shine your light.